Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the struggle stream. Oh boy, it's a day, it's a fucking day, oh my god. I won't go too far into it because there's going to be like trauma on the channel, so. I already did that in my boyfriend's arms. We're good. I do have some good news to share, however, because I just opened the Washington Post. Arkansas was the first state to ban to ban gender affirming care for trans youth. Right? Federal judge has just ruled it unconstitutional, saying it violated the rights of doctors and discriminated against transgender people. The law also prohibited doctors from referring trans youth to other providers for gender affirming care, so that is now struck down. Now, of course, Arkansas's Attorney General has stated that they will be appealing to the 8th Circuit, but it's struck down. This is good. And it's a big deal because it's the first one that was enacted, and like it's been struck down, like by a federal judge, no less. So, you know, all the other court cases that are kind of pending have been kind of looking to this one to see what was going to happen, and well, here we go. I don't know who Moody, the judge who ruled on this, who he was Okay. I'm not seeing it. That's amazing, though. I'm really happy about that. Anyway, closing that. I'm eating, as you can probably tell, because my life is a mess today, and so I had no desire to make food. Also, I forgot to take stuff out of the fridge. It's still frozen. And so yeah, I'm having Chinese food. That will hopefully, though, I am not feeling very confident, not be too spicy, because I have the spice tolerance of a very white man. And so we all might be on a bit of a journey today. I tried to play Nancy Drew without crying because of the spice level. Thank you for looking that up for me. That, unfortunately, does not give me terribly great hope for the future of this ruling, but we'll see. We'll see. From what I understand, the 8th Circuit of Appeals is a bit of a circus masquerading as a court. Then again, so is the Supreme Court, so, you know. Thank you for the sub, hun. 30 whole months, woo! Yeah, I'm having a really rough day. I'm not gonna lie, like really rough. There it is. If you follow me on Twitter, you probably saw a good portion of my meltdown today. There we go. I've been feeling very disconnected from a lot of things that I enjoy and like today. I just realized I forgot napkins, but I have a pile of napkins here from when I must have gotten takeout at some point. And I'm feeling very grateful that past me is a bit of a hoarder. So yeah, like, I'm a very creative person. I thrive performing, doing things like that, doing things like this even. And I just don't really have great outlets for that right now. Like, I've tried. I'm not gonna lie, I have tried. Am I actively seeking things out? Not terribly, I'll admit. I can do more. And I will. But also, it's a lot of work to do that. It's a lot of mental energy. There's a lot of mental energy that I don't have. That's the problem. So I know it's a little bit like, how can you expect results if you don't put any time and effort into things? But like, and I know I'm not expecting results. It's just more like the disappointment of realizing that I am feeling very far behind, I guess. And it's all kind of due to the fact that I went to grad school for 3 years, two and a half years, whatever. And that that kind of consumed all of my energy during that time. And my social life suffered for it. You know? Like my friend, who's doing great, by the way, Juicy Garland. I don't know if he has a Twitch or if he's active on Twitch. He is active streaming, but he doesn't stream himself. So I don't know if there's a channel I can point you to. Drag queen, amazing drag queen. Does a lot of TTRPG stuff online. When the pandemic hit, he threw himself into drag a lot more than he had before. Learned a lot more about sewing, threw himself into that. Styling wigs, bettering his makeup. Like, I helped him with his first couple forays into drag and makeup, and well, they were not great, but no one's makeup time when they start out is good anyway. So, and now he looks great, and he's doing awesome. He's in the news right now for not great reasons, because he did a story time up in Concord, New Hampshire, and a bunch of fucking Nazis showed up, like literal Zig Heil kind of assholes, doing the salute and everything. And it is turning into a bit of a thing. But like, I haven't had the time and money to throw myself into that. And anyway, which kind of makes me feel like my drag has sort of stagnated. I don't really know where to go with it. I want to perform more, but I don't really have a place to do that. And I'm not sure what my niche is. Like, his is obviously TTRPGs. Oh, fuck you too. What's this called? Fortune cookie. Pleasant experiences make life delightful. Painful experiences lead to growth. Getting fucking called out by the goddamn... This is one of the ones from New Jersey? I don't even know. So yeah, you know, they're doing great. He's doing great. Hard eye roll, I know, right? It's like, I know it leads to growth. I'm on that journey right now. So he's doing great. He's found his lane. He's found his niche. I just feel like I haven't found mine yet. I know what I would love to do. I know what I would love to. I just cannot find a place for that to happen or a way for that to work. Because I love singing. I love singing. I love singing jazz. I love singing like crooner style stuff, right? You know, 50 to 70 years ago stuff. Rosemary Clooney and Peggy Lee, Julie London, Ella Fitzgerald, all of that. Where am I going to do that? People go to a drag club and they're not looking for that, you know? Not only that, but then like, what do I do about like a backing track? Either I'm going to have to find a way to get a lot of instruments on board, a lot of instrumentalists on board, or find even just a pianist who can accompany me, because all the backing tracks, most of the backing tracks that are out online kind of suck. They're mostly karaoke versions, and they were made like 20 years ago, and they all sounded bad MIDI and just bad. And then like there are just some kind of big roadblocks in my way for moving forward in drag. I can't style hair for shit. I've tried so many times, you have no idea. I have tried, but I also can't afford many wigs to destroy in the process of trying, because wigs are not cheap, right? So I'm like, what am I missing? I can't get this thing to hold a fucking curl, right? Anyway, yeah, that's kind of where we are. And kind of all of this is sitting on a base of another mental health crisis that is much bigger and much larger and requires a lot more of my time and attention. And I've kind of had a hard time coming to terms today with the fact that I'm probably going to need to put all of that stuff, social stuff again, on hold for another 1 to 2 years. Well, I devote my time and energy to that first big thing that's a little bit more important. Which kind of fucking sucks. A lot, because the idea of losing another 1 to 2 years to anything, fixing mistakes, so to speak, it sucks. I want to make clear it's not my mistake. I'm going to call this God's mistake. Or something like that. Fuck you, dude. So yeah. Good time. Good time. The frustrating thing, and I brought this up to my my trainer today, who, bless her heart, is turning into like my extra therapist. One of them. All my years of being someone else's anchor and shoulder to cry on are finally coming. Like I'm cashing in all those checks right now with every one of my friends. I'm like, listen, you gotta be there for me right now because I fucking need it. This wonton soup is actually quite good, by the way. It's not as good as my favorite from back up in New Hampshire, but like it's pretty fucking good. And so, where was I going with this? Shit. I forgot where my train of thought was because I got sidetracked by soup. And then being everyone else's therapist, cashing in the checks. Brain not functioning. Oh, right. I was telling my no, I was about to say telling my therapist. I was telling my trainer, my personal trainer, who, yes, again, is doubling as an extra therapist. Let me tell you, she's earning that money that I pay her every week. I was telling her that, like, I should still feel accomplished from what I'm doing right now and what I've done over the last couple of years. I finished a fucking master's degree. That's nothing to sneeze at. It might have been one that I don't value, and it might be one that I didn't really want. I mean, I did not want the degree. I just wanted to move forward in my career, and the only way to do that was to get the piece of paper. It sucks that you have to do that, but I still completed a second master's degree, and that's nothing small. And then not only did I do that, but I've also made a name for myself within my profession. I am known both locally and nationally at this point. I am going to be published by the end of the year. I present regularly at national and local local and national conferences. Like, I am not like super well known, and I'm certainly not like famous by any means, but I'm making a name for myself in my career and in my field. And that's nothing to sneeze at either. Like, none of what I just listed off is anything small on any way. Like, I'm all like, my master's dissertation that I wrote back in 2016 is regularly read and cited around the world on a regular basis. And then I have another chapter, like, I'm having a chapter being published by the end of the year. It will probably be out in November in a book. Like, it's been sent to print. We finished editing it just this last week. That's nothing small. But man, it just doesn't feel like it. It's hard to feel proud of an accomplishment when you feel no acknowledgement of said accomplishment, I guess. Does that make sense? It sounds a little bit like I'm just trying to be an attention whore. It's not really the case. It's not necessarily the attention so much as it is just having someone recognize a little bit of like, you're doing something. Right, exactly. It's something big, but it doesn't feel like it's enough in any way, shape, or form. So, like, I don't know. Very frustrating. That's where I am. Like, I'm doing well at my job, too. I have to move. My office downstairs, which is hilarious. I have no idea when that's going to happen. I thought I was going to get a jump on it today, and I even brought my laptop downstairs to the room to plug it into the Ethernet ports to see which ones worked, and none of them work. So there's going to be a there's going to be a bit of a break before I actually can move it down. Which is funny because I bought stuff for it. And now my too small, my smaller office, my current office feels too small because I put so much stuff in it to fill out a bigger one that, anyway, it's dumb, but that's where we are. I'm afraid to eat this chicken. I swear. This is gonna be, I'm afraid to eat this. Pray for me. Okay. A little bit of a burn. I will be fine if I take it slow. It's not really hot. The worst part is I know if I like give this to literally anyone else in this household, they're just gonna fucking laugh at me. It is not that hot, but like I can tell this is the kind of thing that if I eat a lot of it very quickly, it will build up fast and it will catch up out of me. Like, it'd be a bad time. It'd be a bad time. Okay. I'm going to start playing the game. When I find it. There we go. Okay. Ooh. All right. Yeah, I admit I was on the fence about streaming tonight too, because I'm gonna be completely frank. I came home. That's not showing on the screen. Cool. Hold on. Hold on. I'll fix it. All right. I know what I did. That should fix that. And then I start the game again. Ow. Yeah, there we go. Wrong things. So yeah, you know, full disclosure, I definitely cried in my boyfriend's arms for a good solid 20 minutes or so before I ordered food and then got in the shower, hence why I'm late. So, shut up, Nancy. Oh, here we go.
The road to Titusville, where we find Nancy Drew behind the wheel of her blue roadster, pondering this question. Why did Emily Crandall, a girl whom Nancy knows only through their mutual friend Helen Corning, ask Nancy to drive all the way out to the Lilac Inn to see her? Does it have something to do with the fact that Emily's mother died barely a month earlier, leaving Emily to run the restaurant with only her guardian to help her? And more important, why, when she called, did Emily sound so desperate? the spunky teenager turns off the main road, blissfully unaware that Emily isn't all that awaits her at the end of the driveway. No, Nancy Drew is about to get her first taste of the mystery, intrigue, and adventure that are to become her destiny.
Yep, so we're in the 1930s. Don't think too hard about it. It doesn't fucking make sense. This is like a flashback to Nancy's first case. The only way to really make sense of this is to understand that Nancy is an immortal being that transcends the concept of time herself, as she is perpetually seen as a late teens girl detective. See, she didn't fall into a time hole because this is her first case, even though we've already played the other ones, right? So this is like a flashback, right, to her early life. And so therefore this implies, in the same kind of way that James Bond is, that Nancy is just this eternal, all-powerful being that just never stops doing what she's doing. So here we are in the 1930s. So the funny thing about, you know, Behind the Wheel of a Large Arm, This Is My Beautiful Wife, I know the original, but I also cannot hear it. The Kermit the Frog version is permanently burned in my brain. So I only ever see Kermit the Frog in the fucking jacket going, you know, this isn't my house, this isn't my beautiful wife. Like, it's so fucking good.
Well, hello. I'll bet my bloomers you're Nancy Drew.
I'll bet my bloomers. Oh boy.
That's right. Are you Emily's guardian?
You got it. I'm Jane Willoughby. I'm Emily's guardian, but only for the next 3 months until she turns 18. Then she's on her own.
It smells like someone's been baking pies.
Pies are the Lilac Inn specialty. We get orders from all over. Oh, that reminds me, your father called. You're supposed to call him. You can use the coin phone on the porch. Emily didn't say anything about you coming until just this morning.
She didn't?
Don't get me wrong, she can invite anybody here she wants. It's just that she's
David Byrne Drag King.
forgetful lately.
David Sideburn, right? David Sideburn. I'm even gonna, I mean, like, you know exactly how I'm spelling it, but I'm typing it out. Like, right there. David Sideburn. It writes itself. It's drag king names. I am somehow better at drag king names than drag queen names, but like, there you go. You can have that one for free.
Maybe she's just, you know, still thinking about her mom.
She misses her mom, that's for sure. So do I. Gloria and me, we were best friends, you know? The two of us ran this swell little dress shop over in Capital City. But then she got hitched and I didn't. And the next thing I know, she's writing me saying it would sure take a load off her mind if I could take care of her little girl should something ever happen to her.
Emily's father...
Died in the war. Cantigny, I think. Anyway, I couldn't say no. I mean, what are best friends for? I just wish I knew how to help Emily.
You make it sound like she's in some kind of trouble.
She's been acting so... Look, go talk to her. She probably just needs to spend some time with a bearcat like you instead of some dumb Dora like me. Go on up, she's in her room. Just make like a Boy Scout and be prepared.
The fucking slang. Okay. Whew. Whew. Oh, we're just walking in. Hi.
Nancy, hi. Welcome to the Lilac Inn. Oh, and before I forget, thank you for that nice note you sent me when Mom died. It meant a lot to me.
Well, I lost my mom too, years ago. I kind of know how you feel.
You and I may not be best friends or anything, but you're still one of the nicest people I know.
Well, thank you.
That's why I'm hoping you'll do me a favor, a big favor. You and your dad.
What kind of favor?
Shh!
What's wrong?
I thought I heard something. Your phone
Okay.
is safe, right?
You need to put something in a safe?
See this jewelry? I'd like you to take it home with you and put it in your father's safe.
It's beautiful.
It was my mother's. The few times I saw her wear it, she looked just like a movie star. I was hiding it here in my room, but all things considered, I'd feel a lot better if you would just take it home and have your father lock it up in his safe.
What do you mean, all things considered?
Strange things have been going on around here. That's all I can say. I know it sounds loony, and Jane probably told you that I've been acting loony, but please do this for me.
Oh boy, that sounds bad.
Emily, come downstairs, quick! The kitchen's on fire!
Come on, we better get out of here.
What was that fucking animation? Like, what was that? Honey.
This is horrible, just horrible! The fire chief says the stove was completely destroyed and there's smoke damage everywhere. The inn will have to shut down for months, maybe even for good.
Will insurance cover the damage?
I asked the fire chief the same thing. He said there could be a problem.
What kind of problem?
It looked to him like one of the burners on the stove had been left on. The flame either went out or was never lit, but anyway, something made a spark and boom. He said insurance companies are very reluctant to pay out when things look hinky, and that's when times are good.
Who was in the kitchen this morning?
Emily was the last person to use the stove. Like I said, she's been real forgetful lately. I think she's pretty upset, but it's not her fault. What with her mom passing away barely a month ago, and me showing up, this total stranger who doesn't know the first thing about kids or running a restaurant, and her trying to do everything all by herself. It's just too much, that's all. Who wouldn't go a little off their nut? I better get that. The line to the regular phone got burned up in the fire, so now the only phone we got is the coin phone on the porch. Excuse me.
Oh, no!
Emily?
I feel like I'm just on rails.
My mother's jewelry! It's gone! Someone must have stolen it while we were all downstairs. I knew something like this was going to happen. I just knew it.
So, I'm finishing my chicken right now. I am going to need another drink very badly. If someone would be so kind as to bring me another can of soda. Oh my god. And then take the plate away. One more piece. One more piece I can do this. Oh my god.
You mean this sort of thing has happened before?
Yes. No. I'd rather not say, but I will say this. I did not leave the stove on. That fire was not my fault. Oh, what am I going to do? Without that jewelry, I don't have a prayer of paying for a new stove, and without a stove, I'll have to sell the inn. And if I lose the inn... I wish Mom were still here.
Oh my
I
god.
wish Josiah Crowley had left us the money like he always said he was going to. That's
Oh
what
my
I
God.
wish.
Who's Josiah Crowley?
He was this old man that lived next door. He died last year.
Thank you.
Most of his time here at the inn, and he led my mom and me to believe that he'd left a lot of money for us in his will. He gave us a clock, and afterwards, he'd always point to it and get this little twinkle in his eye and say, "Time will tell." But when they finally found his will, he didn't leave us a penny.
Not fucking spicy. That's the worst part. So pathetic. Holy shit. Oh my god. Ah. My taste buds are fucking weak. Okay. Oh my god. I seriously, like, I have a love-hate relationship with spicy food because I love the flavor that spicy food has. Like, whenever I read the description of a spicy thing off the menu, okay, so I'm not okay. Now, mind you, Elliot here is saying that there is some heat to it, but it's like some heat, right? Oh, it is not the level of pain and suffering that I'm currently in right now. Oh my god, I'm sorry. So bad. Oh. I should have made tea. Oh, okay. Oh.
Is there a problem finding his will?
It didn't turn up for months. Then finally someone found it in a drawer in Josiah's house. Josiah was kind of a screwball. One time he showed up at my birthday party dressed as my Aunt Harriet. I didn't know it was really him until 2 days later. Anyway, he had all these weird hobbies, and I thought it would be really keen to read minds. Josiah invited Richard Topham to move in so Topham could help him develop his paranormal powers right there in his house. Josiah was a sweet old man, and I do miss him. And he was free to give his money to whomever he wanted. But to get our hopes up like that, and then leave us nothing, it just wasn't like him.
Was your mother's jewelry insured?
Gosh, I forgot about that. I don't know. Jim Archer, I bet he'd know. He's our banker. I guess I should go talk to him.
Oh my god, what the fuck? My mouth is fucking burning right now.
You don't sound very happy about it.
I'm just so bad at business things. And Jane, my guardian, she tries hard, but she's no good at it either. Maybe you could go talk to him. Please? It would be such a big help.
Sure.
He runs the Main Street Bank. You can't miss it. I'll call him and tell him you're coming.
Okay, so I'm not fucking crazy. I'll have to add some sugar to it tomorrow, I think. Oh my god. It will stop eventually.
Where is Richard Topham now?
But my nose is gonna have a problem with them.
Which is right down the path.
Meantime.
His house and the inn were built at the same time by two brothers during the Civil War.
How many people knew you kept your mother's jewelry in here?
No one. Well,
Like
she knew, but I didn't tell anyone else.
me trying to pay attention to the fucking game, but dying in the process because my mouth is on fire.
Don't forget to call your father.
Yeah, we're gonna have to talk about him. Turn around. There we go.
So, is Emily all right?
Someone stole her mother's jewelry.
What?
Ugh.
She was showing it to me just before the explosion. Now it's gone.
Someone stole it while everybody was rushing around trying to put out the fire? Hypers! If you can't trust a fireman, who can you trust?
Are you sure no one besides you and Emily was in the kitchen this morning?
Positive. Well, I suppose someone could have snuck in the back door. Are you saying someone caused that fire on purpose? To distract us?
I have had sesame chicken and orange chicken before, and they are good, but General Tso's is better, my opinion. Orange chicken is just, I don't know, it never has done it for me, and sesame chicken's fine. You know, it's like a knockoff of General Tso's in my mind. I know none of these are like legit Chinese, but they are legit Chinese American, which is definitely its own thing.
It's possible, don't you think?
But I'm the only one who knew she had that jewelry. Well, it's not quite true. When Gloria was alive, she could have told people about it, or people may have seen her wearing it. And when she died, they knew the jewelry had to be around here somewhere, right?
Does anyone in particular come to mind?
Sorry. It's been hard enough getting to know Emily, let alone anyone else in this backwater burg. Well, guess I better go call the sheriff.
Is that your car I saw when I drove up the driveway?
My old rust bucket's parked out back where nobody'll see it. Be nice to buy something decent, but last time I checked, my last name was Willoughby, not Rockefeller.
Just noodles. I mean,
Talk to you later.
You betcha.
it was only like $12. So it was a $12 dinner combo.
Drop a nickel into the slot, please. There we go. Now, how may I be of service?
I'd like to talk to Carson Drew. His number is KL57187.
Hang on a minute.
Carson Drew speaking.
Hi, Dad.
Well, I see you got to Titusville okay.
The car ran like a top.
It ought to. That's a fine car. You treat it well, it'll treat you well.
That's a fine car.
I need to get some documents from a colleague over there. I thought since you were in the area, you could pick them up, save him paying postage.
Sure. What's the address?
He said he'd just leave them for you at the telegraph office. Just drive into town and look for Tubby Telegrams. He said you can't miss it.
Will do.
Oh my god.
Papers are extremely important, Nancy.
I will pick them up, Dad.
Good. Remember, watch your gas gauge and get gas when you're low so you don't run out. And try to avoid potholes. The more you hit, the likely it is you'll wind up with a flat.
Yes, Dad.
And if you do get a flat, take it off and put on your spare, and then head straight to a gas station and get it fixed.
Yes, Dad.
All right, lecture over.
Yes, Dad. Yes, Dad.
Asked you to visit.
She wanted me to have you lock her mother's jewelry up in your safe. Only someone stole it before I could take it with me.
Stole it? Good gosh.
That was right after the stove in the kitchen exploded.
The stove exploded? Sounds to me like you'd be well advised to cut your visit there short.
No, I want to find out.
No.
I have to find out what's going on.
No.
You have to?
Well, yeah, you know. Emily just lost her mom, and she's worried about losing the inn, and her guardian's all wet when it comes to helping out, and...
And the truth is, you are so curious that you feel like you'll absolutely burst if you don't find out why all these weird things have been happening, right?
Yes.
I know the feeling. You're a chip off the old block, I'm afraid. Well, as long as you're like me in one other way, you should be fine.
What way is that? Smart?
Careful.
If somebody says they're going to leave you something in their will and then doesn't, is there anything you can do about it?
Not a thing. Whatever's in writing is the only thing that counts, unless, of course, the will was tampered with or forged, and you can prove it. If not, you're out of luck. Why do you ask?
Emily's neighbor, Josiah Crowley, told her and her mom that they were going to inherit part of his estate. But when he died, his will left everything to this ESP expert named Richard Topham.
That's too bad, but this Crowley fellow was free to leave whatever he wanted to whomever he wanted, I'm afraid. People do change their minds, you know.
I met Emily's guardian, Jane. What does a guardian do, anyway?
A guardian is pretty much a surrogate parent. Jane is legally responsible for Emily's physical and financial well-being.
Jane doesn't strike me as being the parental type. In fact, I get the impression she's in way over her head.
Fortunately for her, it's not forever. Most guardianships end when the ward turns 18. And then both Jane and Emily will be free to do whatever they please.
If Emily sells the inn, will Jane get part of the profits?
If she's Emily's guardian at the time of the sale, yes. Are you suggesting that Jane's primary motivation is greed? Good grief, where did you get such a suspicious mind?
I think it was from the person who has always told me that the best way to solve a problem is to look at all the possibilities. Dad.
Skewered.
Goodbye, Dad.
Keep in touch.
Goodbye. All right, we have 3:45. That's enough for another call.
Nickel into the slot, please. There we go. Now, how may I be of service?
Hi, could you please connect me with Bess Marvin at KL54468?
Just a second. Hello?
Hi, Bess, it's Nancy.
George, get over here. It's Nancy Drew. So how's the Lilac Inn?
A little strange.
Why? Because of Emily?
Well, yes.
Hi, Nancy.
Is that you, George?
Ouch, that's my foot. Well, move over. I can't hear. You move over. Then I can't hear. Look, just hold the phone like this, okay? There. Can you hear us?
I can hear you fine.
It would be so nice to have two phones in this house.
We don't even have a telephone at our house. So quit griping. So, Nancy, what's the scoop?
Man, this is so funny. It's the 1930s. Like, wow.
Has either of you ever been to the Lilac Inn?
I have. They have the best cherry pie there. It's like you get a whole cherry tree in every piece.
Hello? Is someone on the line? Hello?
We're on the line, Mrs. Farthingham.
Well, get off. I need to make a call.
But we just got on.
Then it should be no problem for you to get off.
Just give us one more minute, Mrs. Farthingham, please.
Oh, all right. You have 1 more minute.
Go on, Nancy. What were you saying?
Just that I...
Shh. Wait a minute. Mrs. Farthingham, would you mind hanging up? All clear. Oh, how I wish we didn't have to share a phone line with her. Just be grateful you have a phone, Bess.
Some jewels were stolen out of Emily's room this morning at the same time that a fire destroyed the stove in the kitchen.
Destroyed the stove? You mean they can't bake any more cherry pies?
Not for a while. Emily's worried that she may have
Priorities, Bess. Priorities.
I mean, she's only 17.
The bad part is, I get the feeling Emily is keeping something from me.
Like what?
I don't know. Yet.
Yet?
Well, I can't just turn around and drive home now, can I?
Why not?
Because...
Are you girls still on the line?
We're not done talking yet.
Well, I've been patient long enough. You girls get off right now.
But we...
Right now, or the next call I make will be to your father.
We gotta go, Nancy.
That's all right. I'll call you later.
And I'll thank you not to listen in.
Oh, don't worry, Mrs. Farthingham. Only nosy busybodies listen in on other people's phone calls.
Yes, well, hang up and be quick about it.
Bye, Nancy.
Talk to you soon.
Rip that woman. All right, well, we've got to go to the telegram office and go to the bank, so time to drive.
That car I saw before is gone.
And welcome to one of the most interesting parts of this game. We have to drive. And I just hit a fucking pothole. Remember when I said that I was going to hit a bunch of potholes when I wrote about that? Oop, oop. There are a lot of potholes. Excuse me. Oh, spacebar. Okay.
Can do for you?
Well, my name's Nancy Drew, and my father said
Say no
that...
more. You're here to pick up some papers. They're in that envelope.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Say, is that your roadster out there?
Yes, it is. Did I park somewhere I shouldn't have?
No, it's just that my regular driver never showed up today, so I've got no way to deliver all these telegrams. How would you like to earn some extra cash?
You mean you want me to deliver them for you?
You've got a car, you're trustworthy, or at least your father thinks you are, so what do you say? I'll pay you 25 cents each time you complete a delivery. And you might even get some tips.
Welcome to the 1930s.
Okay, sure.
Your father said you're good. You're hired.
Deliver this to Seymour out at Blenheim Nursery. Come back when you're done and I'll pay you and give you another telegram to deliver.
Great. See you in a little while. Hello, I'm looking for Jim Archer.
Right through that door.
I mean, I don't think I can go as fast as Eleanor, luckily.
Are you Nancy Drew?
Yes, are you Mr. Archer?
Yes, ma'am. Jim Archer. I'm founder, president, manager, and just about everything else you can name when it comes to this fine enterprise.
Did Emily tell you why I'm here?
She just said you were coming and that she'd appreciate it if I would talk to you. Terrible thing, losing her mother like that, then being saddled with that restaurant, especially now.
What do you mean?
Ever since the stock market crashed, one business after another has closed, including banks. President Hoover keeps saying that a recovery is just around the corner, but you have to wonder.
Is your bank doing okay?
I'm happy to report that we're doing just fine, thank you. Excuse me. Main Street Bank, Jim Archer speaking. No, I don't. I'm sorry, but... Yes, I know, but... All right, then just bring it by.
Not the face of a man whose business is doing okay.
How can I help you?
Do you happen to know whether the jewelry Emily inherited from her mother was insured?
Well, I know for a fact that it was not. Why?
Because someone snuck into the inn today and stole it.
Oh, no. I heard there'd been a fire in the kitchen, but when it rains, it pours, doesn't it? I told Gloria not to let that policy lapse.
Why did she let it lapse?
She felt that since Josiah Crowley would be leaving her a large sum of money when he died, or so she thought, paying to insure her jewelry just wasn't necessary.
Oh no! I know, right? He sounds so sincere.
Executor of his will. An executor is the person who makes sure the terms of a will are carried out.
Why do you think he wound up leaving Gloria nothing?
I have no idea. Truth be told, he'd given me the impression that I would be well taken care of when he passed on too. But when I finally read his will, it all went to Topham.
Where did Josiah keep his will?
He'd hidden it in a chest of drawers in his house. It took me months to find it. When he named me executor, he said he'd tell me where it was hidden when the time was right, whatever that meant.
How did Josiah die?
He was sitting in the public library reading when apparently his heart just decided it was time to stop.
Did he go to the library a lot?
First Thursday of every month. That's when the fan magazines would come in. Know what his favorite book was? The Makeup Secrets of Lon Chaney.
Listen, libraries, they're fucking deadly, you know? They're deadly.
The will you found in Josiah's house. Is it possible that Josiah didn't really write it?
Well, the thought that it could be a forgery did cross my mind. But an expert verified that the will had been typed on Josiah's typewriter and signed in Josiah's hand.
But Richard Topham lived in Josiah's house. He had access to his typewriter, and he could have copied his signature.
As far as the law is concerned, the matter is closed, Miss Drew.
But it's possible that Josiah's real will is still out there. Are you sure he never gave you any clue as to where he'd hidden his will?
Whenever I asked him, he said he'd tell me when the time is right. Although, he got a safe deposit box here about 3 years ago.
Has it been opened?
Topham has tried to claim its contents, but he can't find the key.
If Topham can't find the key, maybe it's because it wasn't in Josiah's house.
Now, Miss Drew, I wouldn't go jumping to any conclusions.
How well do you know Jane Willoughby? You know, Emily's guardian?
Not well at all. Met her once or twice. Seemed a little flighty.
What was Emily's mom like?
Had a good head on her shoulders. Friendly, too. Having a big slice of blueberry pie at the Lalakin was always a real treat. It'd be nice if Emily could carry on the tradition, but times are just too tough. If she's smart, she'll sell before the bills start piling up.
I guess I'll be going.
Give my best to Emily.
Alrighty then.
Is this your car?
Yes, it is. Bought and paid for.
This seems familiar.
Did you get this clock?
Josiah Crowley gave it to me. It stopped keeping time the minute he walked out the door.
Looks like the key is missing.
Yes, I lost it some time ago.
Who's Clara?
Clara Pickford is this lonely old woman who comes in here every once in a while. Took a shine to me for some reason. Insisted on giving me that picture.
Don't you ever use this typewriter?
That used to be Josiah Crowley's. It was the only thing he left me in his will. Naturally, it doesn't work. The keys always jam.
October 9, 1929. Dear Mrs. Sheldon, here is the trivet I said you could borrow for your party at Twin Elms. Please take care of it because I will want it back someday. Your friend, Josiah C. I wonder if Josiah ever got his trivet back.
And now Nancy's hands are absolutely filthy. Just saying. Ba-ba-da.
Was that in this morning?
It's very popular making color, you know.
Whoever the car was, it wasn't there after the fire.
Probably just someone sneaking onto that miniature golf course that Josiah built back there. Or bootleggers. I hear they frequent that. Come back anytime.
So yeah, feeling the music. Don't know that it'll be much of a spoiler for me to tell you that the music in this game is fucking amazing, and it will almost certainly be getting a full, like a fully throated S tier already. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. Do I have a fucking map of this place? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh, there is a fucking cow. Just hanging out there. Wow.
Just leave it on the desk there. I'd tip you, but as you can see, my hands are filthy.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to doll up some of my plants before this guy named Mr. Martin comes in. He's a big cheese at some oil company, and I'm hoping he... Ow!
Did that plant just bite you?
It did kind of feel that way.
I think I'll be going now. Bye.
Anyone pick up on that reference? Anyone? Anyone get it? First one to say it gets, I don't know, thumbs up. And if you don't do it in 5 minutes, I'm going to say what it is anyway. Plant nursery. Guy named Seymour. Plant bit him.
Oh, Nancy, I'm afraid there's been more trouble.
Trouble?
It's Emily. Oh, this is silly. I'm her guardian. I should just make her sell this place. She's only 17, for Pete's sakes. She should be out meeting boys and going to parties, not trying to run a business.
Miss Willoughby, what happened?
Just go ask her and make her tell you everything.
Okay. The littlest shop of horrors.
Jane told you, didn't she?
Not really.
That picture on the wall over there, I saw it move. I was just sitting here and it moved all by itself. I saw it move, I really did. Last week, a book fell off the shelf for no reason. And before that, I heard these weird noises. And almost every day I hear a voice, like a whisper, coming out of nowhere. Jane thinks it's nerves, but I don't want to talk about this. Did you see Jim Archer?
I'm afraid I don't have very good news.
The jewelry wasn't insured?
Your mom dropped the insurance in order to save money for...
Shh! Did you hear that?
Hear what?
Shh! Nothing. I'm going to have to sell the inn, aren't I?
You know...
Woo, okay.
Possible that
She's having a time.
Not the will Josiah wrote.
You mean he may have left us money after all? No, that's wishful thinking. And I refuse to get my hopes up again because they'll probably just get dashed again. Listen, I feel bad enough that you drove all the way out here for nothing. Maybe you should just go home.
Would you mind if I stayed for a while?
No, but I really don't feel like being sociable right now. There's nothing for you to do.
I'd like to see if Josiah hid a second will somewhere.
What are you? Some kind of Sam Spade?
Well, just because I've never solved a mystery before doesn't mean I can't. Anyway, there's
gung-ho spirit.
Who knows? I might turn out to be good at it.
Who knows?
Did Josiah ever say anything about hiding his will somewhere?
No, but he was always hiding stuff. I know because he was always writing reminders to himself about how to find it. But whenever the subject of his will came up, he'd just say he was happy knowing we were going to be happy when he passed on. Time will tell. That's all he'd say.
Do you have any idea where Josiah may have hidden
Time will tell.
He could have hidden it anywhere. He always said his favorite hiding place was right under people's noses.
I'll be back in a little bit.
You're the bee's knees.
What could have made this picture move?
Gloria, read this and pretty soon this fella will be your favorite poet too, your pal Josiah. We don't need to listen to that again. We already heard plenty enough of it coming out of Jane's fucking mouth. Bridget with her eyes so bright. Beep, 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 beep.
So, what did Emily say? Did she tell you about the pictures and the voices?
How long has this been going on?
For about 2 weeks, I guess. You know what? I'll bet it's me. I'll bet it finally hit Emily that I'm just not Gloria and I never will be, and that running this place is always gonna be all up to her. And it was just more than her poor mind could bear.
I'd like to kind of look around. Is that okay with you?
You betcha. And keep an eye out for
You
those
betcha.
tools. The sheriff's not going to investigate. He said since nobody got robbed at gunpoint or anything, coming out here again just didn't seem necessary. Said it sounded to him like the jewelry had just been misplaced. You see, it only felt fair to tell him about Emily's, delicate state of mind.
Well, I'll talk to you later.
You betcha.
You betcha. Let's see. Hobo sign language becoming widespread. There we go. That's a lot. That's it. Okay, not sure why we're reading about the horse, but okay. What? Excuse me, fucking secret goddamn passage? Okay.
From the looks of those lanterns, I'm not the only one who's been down here recently.
We're gonna talk about this? We're just gonna accept that this is fact and move on? Okay.
An old piggy bank.
Hey, money.
$1. This piggy bank looks like it's been here for a long time.
Rip that piggy bank. This is a... I do know all the songs in this, by the way. Bum. What am I missing here? Those don't look right. Ah, that's better. That's better. Something's not right still. Oh, are these backwards? Oop. Hey, there we go. We got a record. All right.
Now I'm hearing things. Guess I better not leave the lights on. Sounds like this door opens into someone's living room.
There you go. Good.
Interesting. I thought there was. Am I missing how to do this? Wait, do you... Oops.
Now I'm hearing things.
Now I'm hearing things. Huh. It's not...
I feel like someone's watching me. Guess I better not leave the lights on.
One chill, and one's chill playing an answer your game, the other one's screaming into the mic about how Zelda is frustrating. Which, you know, mood, but also, yeah, no, I know what you mean. My roommate also streams, and streams more often than I do. Pretty much every night, honestly, and his trials and tribulations against Zelda as a concept are becoming very well known. Bard Bounce. Do Shakespeare proud by using the arrows to move each man to the woman with whom he belongs. Remember, love is never easy. Whenever you move someone, he will keep going until he hits an obstacle, another character, or the end of the row, so plan ahead. 5 cents per game. Oh, I hate these so much. I hate these so much. Oh, I hate these so much. I'm just gonna... I'm gonna be honest, I'm probably just gonna cheat this one. That's... I hate these so fucking much. Just gonna go. Okay, so blue moves left, then yellow left, then yellow up and right, and then that's good. Cool. Then blue goes up, green up, left, down, green up, left, down, blue down, yellow left, down, yellow left, blue up, right, yellow right. Okay. Red up and right. Ah, and then green right, red down, left. Nailed it. Okay. Don't want to fucking do that again. Literally just straight up keen. Okay. So we're gonna talk about the secret passage.
Where did that Bard Bounce game that's in the parlor come from? Do you know?
We're gonna talk about the secret passage.
Crowley brought it in one day and just left it. Said it was so guests, as in him, would have something to do while they waited for a table.
Well, I'll talk to you later.
Don't take any wooden nickels.
My eye just started twitching, which is an experience.
Hi, Nancy.
I'll be back in a little bit.
Okay.
Alright, we're just not gonna talk about the secret passage. Not gonna talk about the secret passage. All right. Well, let's wander into the... Not here.
Got it. Looks like someone recently had their key appraised.
Interesting. The jeweler. What is this way?
Oh, a miniature golf course. Swell.
This is colorful. Oh, how are we doing today? Hello, Elraz. Welcome, welcome. You do not want me to answer that question. You do not want me to answer that question. This is just a game of Mastermind, by the way, which I can definitely do this. Okay, so we're gonna try all one color and see what happens. Nothing. All right, so there are no yellows. We know that. One of the reds is in the right place. And we have a green. Okay, and we have an orange. Well, which means we have a purple. Hold on. So now let's start doing combos. All right, not that order. One of them is in the right place. This is not a good start. I have one more chance. I don't think I'm gonna get it here. One of them is in the right place, but I don't know which one it is. Let's just go with that one. Wrong. Oh, wait, we can keep going. Okay, okay, all right. Of course, we're lost as to which ones I've already tried, so... I'm assuming the purple is still in the right place. It wouldn't be there. No, okay. Purple is not in the right place. Maybe. That is wrong. All right. What if I do something like this? What? Oh, right, okay, so... Damn it. All right. But that tells me that red should be here and green should be here. Finally! Christ.
Interesting.
Hold on. The moon in the sky was once heard to say, "It's high time I saw this thing known as a day." So the moon checked its clock and rose with the sun, and before long it realized just what it had done. It's far too bright here. I've made a mistake. What heat, what havoc the sun can create. I want to go back, so when dusk came again, the moon rose when it should and said, "Ah, 'tis heaven." Let's just take a look at this. We got once, that is 1, 2, 4, 2, 8, and create 2, and 7. So heaven. 'Tis heaven. All right. Make par for the course, win a prize. 10 cents. This is very advanced for 1930s. Did they have this kind of technology at this time? I don't think they did. Okay. Mini golf. Ooh. Why don't you want to move that way? Damn. That's 2. Par is 2. Alright, I'm okay with that. Keep going, keep going, keep... Damn. Oh, par was 4, and I got 4, so we're still doing okay. Still doing okay. I will call it okay. I hate little mini pots like that. It's just not helpful. Ah, damn. That's a 4. Par was 2. I did not do a good job there. Okay, which one are we gonna go in? That one? Let's see what happens. This is very advanced. We even get a ball cam here. Nice! Woo! Hole 5. Boy, I hate these ones with the little hill in the back. Fuck you! Alright. Okay. Not bad. Nice! Okay, I think we're doing okay. Hole 6, here we go. This one's gonna be rough. I just know it. I feel it in my bones. It's gonna be rough. There it is. Well, that could have been worse right there, so... Come on. Thank you. Come on. Yes! Woo! We made it under par. Awesome. So now we go do the thing. We win a prize. What's the prize? A horse. A red horse. Cool. Alright. Well, let's keep going to this place. We're just walking in people's houses now.
Miss Drew, find the toy mouse and give it to Yuri, would you please? Otherwise, he'll just keep meowing. He hates strangers.
There it is. That is a very pretty cat. Okay.
How nice of you to drop by, and thank you for walking instead of parking in the driveway. I'm expecting a pupil. I'd hate for her to have to park on the road.
Mr. Topham?
Richard Topham at your service.
Did someone tell you I was coming?
If one is to teach others how to develop and use their paranormal gifts, it's only logical that one must possess such gifts oneself.
Does that mean you can read minds or tell the future, or what exactly?
The paranormal includes telepathy or communicating by sending and receiving thoughts.
Yep.
Extrasensory perception,
This guy.
that which cannot physically be seen or heard, and psychokinesis, using one's psychic energy to reshape or move objects.
Okay.
When I walked in just now, it looked like you were in a trance or something.
I was in the process of trying to make these spoons move by using nothing but my own psychic energy.
How was that working out for you?
Sunlight through a magnifying glass until it was a minute yet searing point of light, Miss Drew.
Yeah, I guess.
You see, that's what I do with my cerebral emanations, my thoughts. I focus them until they're a beam of pure energy which ultimately disrupts and transforms the molecular force field surrounding the target object.
Is that what you teach people in your school? How to beam their thoughts?
I take them through exercises designed to help them increase their output of phantasmic energy.
Sure.
If you want to sign up for an introductory session, I believe I have an opening today.
What I'd really like to do is talk about Josiah Crowley.
Oh, I'm afraid I'm busy, young lady, far too busy to engage in idle conversation.
When would be a good time for me to come back?
I'll be blunt, Miss Drew. I've discovered that the more time I spend with the, shall we say, intellectually unendowed, the more my cerebral pulsations seem to diminish. I'm afraid I cannot speak.
Just call me stupid.
Until you prove that you are worthy. That is, that your brainwaves are not unacceptably inferior and thus deleterious to mine.
My brainwaves are just fine, Mr. Topham.
What I have here is an exercise in logic. If you can discern the correct solution, then I'll know that conversing with you will do me no psychic harm. You may take it with you. Good luck.
Thanks. Sure, let's solve this right here, right fucking now, dumbass. This is all wet.
That looks right.
Cause it's all wet. Doll up.
Am I smart or what?
Yep, you're real fucking smart, honey. Double cross.
I'm getting there.
Dry up.
That looks right.
It's a little derivative at this point. Big cheese.
Am I smart or what?
Is that it?
Am I to assume that you have the correct solution to that logic problem?
Right here.
Throw it at him.
Why, you appear to have indeed found the solution.
Yeah, it wasn't hard. BS fucking bullshit.
Above average, which means talking to you should do me no harm. What would you like to talk about?
When and how did you meet Josiah Crowley?
Last summer, while on my way to the university for a conference, I stopped for a bite at the Lilac Inn. Since it was crowded and I was in a hurry, I agreed to share a table with an elderly gentleman who, like me, was by himself. As soon as I told Mr. Crowley who I was and what I did, well, he insisted that I give him a training session that very afternoon, and was so thrilled with his progress that he demanded I stay and teach him everything I knew.
So it was his idea that you set up your school in his house?
Oh, I know rumor has it that I somehow tricked him into it, that I insinuated my way into his home, but I assure you that was not the case.
Were you surprised when you found out that Josiah had left you everything?
Delighted, yes. Surprised, not really. Josiah was all alone, you see, surrounded by people like the Crandalls and that banker, Jim Archer, people who were nice to him only because they knew he had money.
Would it be okay if I looked around?
Go right ahead. The place is more like a museum than a house. Josiah was a man of many, many interests. I'll be right here if you have any questions.
Oh, we're not done.
What do you think happened to the key to
Now
Josiah's
what?
safe deposit box?
Josiah no doubt lost it. He had a terrible memory, poor fellow.
What do you think is in the safe deposit box?
No doubt it's filled with the same thing as this house. Junk. But if it's junk, why haven't I gotten rid of it, you may well ask. Well, I know it's silly to hang on to Josiah's things, but he was a wonderful man, you see, and I just don't have the heart to get rid of them. Too sentimental for my own good, I guess.
Did you hear about the explosion and fire at the Lilac Inn this morning?
I heard the explosion and fire. Ruined my 9 o'clock session.
So you were with a customer when it happened?
Pupil. I was with a pupil. I run a school, not a vegetable stand, and yes, I was. Until I dismissed her 20 minutes early. All the ruckus made concentration impossible.
Do you eat at the inn very often?
Not anymore. You see, the fact that Josiah left everything to me made some people around here, including Emily and now this Jane Willoughby, very bitter. It hurts me, of course, but it's human nature, I suppose.
It was nice talking to you.
I'm sure it was.
Oh, he's so painful. Ugh.
Was this Josiah's clock?
Everything in here was Josiah's.
Jeez. Ah, it's a match game. There's the hat. Clock. I've seen a clock before, right? And Wrong clock. That clock I've seen. Butterfly. Small gears. Bell? Ding. Nope. There we go. Big gear. Light bulb. Oh, cool. Dial. Cheese. And this. Oh, there we go. I was gonna say something's to happen.
What this mirror's doing in here?
Got domino symbols all around it. Oh, that's weird. No, thank you. Whatever the fuck that is. No fucking thank you. Ooh.
As you'll soon realize, Josiah's mental faculties were starting to go, I'm afraid. He tended to ramble. Very little of what he wrote in there makes sense.
What are you when you win barred bounce? What poet is the cat's meow? What will Para, my miniature golf course, get you? What's Gloria's middle name?
We solved a lot of this already. What are you when you win barred bounce is keen. What poet is the cat's meow? That's the Rubaiyat by Omar. Okay. What the fuck? What? Okay, no, we're just... No. No. Don't know what that's about, but, not in my chat. Okay. Sure. Nancy Drew! Let's go back to that, shall we? What will Par in my miniature golf course get you? It gets you a fucking pony. Ugh, fucking people, seriously. Gross. What is Gloria's middle name? We don't know that. Alright, so we'll come back.
The coder is in the rivet. 2 to the right.
New typewriter ribbon. Intelligence test. Yeah. We already took it, it's fine. Coder's in the trivet. 2 to the right. Open journal. Open journal? CC whereabouts, room off tunnel, buy scrambled picture. Tesla coil. Yeah, I'm gonna not do that. Because that's... yeah. Obvious bait. And not into that right now. I don't take bait. You can flute Thisbe and Pyramus their cues. Bottom's cue is a note to Gloria. Okay. Home on the golf course sounds like numbers to me. Yeah, we already got that written down. Buy carousel horse from Sheldon. The Sheldon Rousseau carousel. Captain's Cove. Captain's Cove, New Jersey. It's making a reference to the future. In this case. Okay. The Thaumatrope. Dear blah blah, here's the trivet. I send your party at Twin Elms, please. I will want it back someday. Your friend Josiah C. Well, we already know what that says because we looked at the thing, the typewriter. Okay. Oh. Back away, Nancy. Ah, that would indeed be the carousel horse that was purchased.
What do you do with these?
I put them on the windshields of cars parked in the area. Great advertising.
Ever put them on cars at the Lilac Inn?
All the time. I've gotten quite a few pupils that way. I'm afraid that fire today was as unfortunate for me as it was for Miss Crandall.
I'm sure everybody loves it when you do that and just leaves it on their fucking windshield. So that's, you know, physics to work in the modern world. Radiometer, okay. Yeah, I know how these work. That's what you think. Depends on what you do with the light first, P-Brain. Alright.
The man on stage in this picture, is that Josiah?
Yes, that's from a production of A Midsummer Night's Dream that he directed and starred in. It closed after 2 nights, but he didn't care. He loved that play.
Well, I've seen a production of Midsummer Night's Dream. Dong. Slap. Cool. Cool. I hope we're annoying you, Mr. Topham. Fuckface. Okay. Well, there doesn't seem to be anything else here, so let's see if there's anything. Oh, wait. Fascinating. Can I use these for scrap paper?
Would you happen to know what Gloria Crandall's middle name was?
I haven't the foggiest.
It was nice talking to you.
I'm sure it was.
The tie, shirt, and shorts. Yeah. That was a very interesting production of the play. Yeah. It was weird. You know, that's sincere. It was sincere. Let's put it that way. Closed after 2 nights, but Josiah loved that play. You know, same energy. Huh. Yeah, the singing was fucking hard. I'm not gonna lie. That was.
Now I'm hearing things.
That was rough.
Guess I better not leave the lights on.
Like I appreciate.
What's cooking?
Have you met Richard
I
Topham?
appreciate the attempts.
I had the displeasure of meeting that quack.
You don't think he can help people develop their psychic powers?
Powers.
Good at is separating little old ladies and dim-witted rubes from their hard-earned cash. In fact,
Right.
he came over while they were putting out the fire today. Asked me who you were, and I was so frazzled at the time, I told him. I don't usually give that crackpot the time of day.
Does everybody around here feel that way about him?
Not everybody. Like that circus fella said, there's a sucker born every minute. Me? I think ESP is a lot of J-U-N-K.
Does the miniature golf course that's out back belong to the inn?
No, that was Josiah Crowley's. Way I hear, he built it himself.
Have you tried it out?
Me? Please, I got better things to do with my time.
Oh, boo.
What was Emily's mom's middle name? Do you remember?
Of course I do. It was... Oh, piffle. It's right on the tip of my tongue. It was... It'll pop into this feeble brain of mine one of these days. Why don't you just go ask Emily?
Well, I'll talk to you later.
Alrighty-dighty.
Oh, okay. Well, that's... Yep. Again, not having met your father, so I apologize, but also...
Why does this picture keep moving?
Hi, Nancy.
What was your mother's middle name?
Lois. Why?
Oh, just
Thank you. Lois.
I'll be back in a little bit.
You're the best.
I have a weird record to put on.
Okay, if I played a record?
Sure.
I'll never forget the night it all began. That
I'm just gonna let this play.
fateful night when I decided the time had come to rid the world of the creature. But it would take money to do that, and to get money, I needed to confront my arch enemy, Nick, who had recently become able to transform himself fittingly into a giant warthog. When his forest hideaway came into view, I dismounted and approached the door on foot so I could take him by surprise. My fear that he would hear me proved groundless, for a terrible storm began to rage, washing away the sound of my footsteps. I peered through the rain-streaked window beside his front door and could see him sitting in front of the fire. He had returned to human form, but the malicious smile on his face suggested that he was recalling his recent porcine exploits. Seeing that the door was unlocked, I hurled it open and marched across the room toward him. "Step away from that bottle of warthog potion," I commanded, "and give me the 20 gold coins you stole from my poor servant." "I'm not going to give you a thing, save, perhaps, a taste of my sword." And with that, he drew his sword. In an instant, I had drawn mine, and so commenced the fiercest sword fight the world had ever known. The storm raging outside paled in comparison to our battle. To my surprise, Nick's experiences as a lower life form seemed to have improved his skill as a swordsman. I feinted, I parried, and yet victory eluded me. And
I'm on the edge of my fucking seat. I don't even know what's gonna happen.
Strength ebbing from me, I was tiring rapidly. Summoning every ounce of what little energy remained in my body, I lunged at him one last desperate time. Ouch! Why, you've wounded me! I had managed to wound him on his right arm, just above the elbow. Curse you! His words, punctuated as they were by an untimely clap of thunder, sent a shiver down my spine. "Save your breath," I intoned, "and give me those gold coins." "Here, take your precious coins." He tossed the bag of coins onto a chair, but as I reached for them, he reached for his bottle of potion, and in a matter of seconds, my night had gone from bad to horrible.
You know, let's be honest, we've got a fair amount of survivorship bias of the stuff that's existed from that time period, which is why this is created for the game, but like it could totally have existed. Like, we have shitty movies, they absolutely had shitty radio plays.
Hi, Nancy.
I'll be back.
Like,
Okay.
like they had shitty.
Well, I'll talk to you later.
Alrighty-dighty.
Alrighty. Well, I know the solution to the next puzzle, which I haven't actually shown you what the puzzle is, but it's this barn. And as you can see, we have to spell things out. 4-letter words, you know, like... Keen, there's one, and Omar, there's 2. Pony, there's 3. And finally, Lois, middle name. And now we have access to the workshop, which is a lot.
I wonder what goes here.
Ah!
I can't get it out.
It is a... Ooh. I see. I don't know that could... Alright. The only one that's a 2 is here. Only one that's a 6, and then we've got a 3. Yeah. All right. Aha.
Interesting.
We need more mirrors. For what? I'm not sure.
Here.
What's this? Freshwater fish from the Midwest. Bogart's Pond fish like. Oh, look at that. That may come in handy at some point, I'm sure. Oh, wait, the moons, wait, this matters. We have 1, 2, 4, 2, 8, 2, 7. Hey, we got another mirror. All right. Well, there's an arm over here, so we'll put that over there. We got to find at least 2 more, I'm assuming. As 2 plus 2 makes 4. Something. Yep. So where are the others then? Let's follow up on that trivet thing.
Did you deliver that telegram?
I sure did.
Good for you.
Here's your money.
And here's your next telegram. Take this to Counselor Alice out at Camp Avondale. Keep up the good work.
That's not where I thought I was going. Also not where I thought I was going. Where is the camp? There it is.
Hi, I've got a telegram for a counselor here named Alice.
That's me. Hang on. Oh, go dry up, Jason! What a jokester. Anyway, thanks. I'm afraid I don't have any money to tip you.
That's okay. Have a swell day.
Jason. The references in this game are so heavy-handed, they're marvelous.
Did you deliver that telegram?
I sure did.
Good for you. Here's your money. And here's your next telegram. Deliver this to Mr. Jones at Vash's Dairy. Keep up the good work.
Fish de vache. Quoi? Fish de vache. Is this the way to get to the dairy? Yes.
Hello, I need to deliver this telegram to Mr. Jones.
That's me. Thanks. You can tell me I'm all wet, but I don't have any money to tip you with. Wait a minute. Here, how about a nice fresh glass of milk?
No, thank you. Bye.
So, all wet, dry up. Those were some of the answers to Richard Topham's thing, right? So, when it says you might even get some tips, right? They're tips to how to, you know, what's it called? How to finish the thing. What is this a reference for? Ah, yes. Okay. See, I've not read that in a really long time, but the characters at Vash's Dairy are Animal Farm. So, there we go. Animal Farm. Every one of these is some kind of reference.
Mrs. Sheldon?
That is a picture of,
I'm a friend of Emily Crandall's.
Get on with it, dear.
I was wondering, would it be possible for me to see the trivet you borrowed from Josiah Crowley?
You may not only see it, you may have it. Once I find it, that is. Unfortunately, I've an errand to run, so I can't look for it right now.
Maybe I could run the errand for you. I have a car.
So I see. A rather expensive car at that. Very well, Miss Drew. Go fetch my bridge cards from Miss Drakowski, and upon your return I shall present you with that trivet.
Who's Miss Drakowski?
The local telephone operator. You can find her at her house, or Titusville Telco, as she insists on calling it. The switchboard is in her parlor. As you can imagine, she never entertains. I, on the other hand, am expecting company within the hour, so do hurry.
that is the Biltmore estate, by the way, and Twin Elms is the name of the mansion, the haunted mansion in Hidden Staircase, Nancy Drew novel, The Hidden Staircase. So.
Hello, are you Mr. Waddell?
So what if I am?
I found this receipt, and I just wondered what you could tell me about it.
Let me see that. One key, determine resale value, item 493. Oh yeah, this was for that key Jim Archer wanted me to appraise.
Jim Archer wanted you to appraise a key?
It was very ornate, had jewels all over it. Fake jewels, as it turned out. When I told him it was worthless, the cheapskate refused to pay me and told me to keep it.
Do you think I could have it?
Sure. Once you pay the appraisal fee.
Which is?
$1.50.
Here you go.
Good. Here's the key. Enjoy.
Good thing I was getting money. Woof.
Yeah?
Are you Miss Drakowski?
Yeah, and you are?
Nancy Drew.
And you are?
You know, at the Lilac Inn.
Oh, yeah, I put you through to your father, didn't I? You pick up those papers for him yet?
Actually, Wait a minute. How did you know about that?
See this headset I'm wearing? I plug it in and what do you know? I hear things. Look, I'm kind of pressed for time. Going to a party and it takes me a while to get dolled up. What do you need?
Mrs. Sheldon asked me to pick up...
All these people are in her parlor, yep.
What? I'll get you those cards if you drive that fancy car of yours over to the orphanage and pick up some raffle tickets from Mrs. O'Shea. I should be able to unload a ton of them tonight.
I'd be happy to.
Good, I gotta go. Yeah, I'm coming.
At the orphanage.
Did you deliver that telegram?
I sure did.
Good for you. Here's your money. And here's your next telegram. This one goes to Miss Ross at Sunnybrook Farm. Keep up the good work.
Sunnybrook Farm. Oh, where are you going? Sunnybrook Farm? Not on here? Well, the orphanage is down here, so... Huh. This way? Maybe it's up here. Oh, yep, there it is.
Hi, I have a telegram from Miss Ross.
My name's Rebecca, and I'm only 10, but I'll deliver it to her for you, I promise. I won't let you down or double-cross you or anything like that.
Well, okay. Thank you, Rebecca.
No sweat. I mean, you're welcome.
So, Sunnybrook Farm is apparently related to a book that I have never heard of, Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm. So, just... I don't know it.
I've only got half a tank of gas left. I should gas up before I forget.
Where am I going with
Did you deliver that telegram?
Oh, wait. I already had one.
Good for you. Here's your money. And here's your next telegram. Deliver this to Dr. Bob out at the observatory.
Dr. Bob. Dr. Bob. Dr. Bob. We'll fill up with gas on the way back. Dr. Bob. Mr. Bob Man. The Bobster. Bobberina.
I'm supposed to deliver this telegram to Dr. Bob.
That would be me, thank you.
Wow, that's a big telescope.
Come back after dark and I'll let you take a look. You can consider it your tip.
I may just do that. Bye-bye.
And I don't see anything about... Yeah... Don't see anything about the observatory. That's a shame. No trivia on the observatory. It just is what it is, I guess. Yeah, Camp Avondale, if I didn't make it really fucking clear earlier, is Friday the 13th.
Excuse me, are you Mrs. O'Shea?
Yes?
My name is Nancy Drew, and...
Stephen, put that down this instant! We do not run with sticks in our hands! Or in our mouths!
I'm sorry. You were saying?
Miss Jakowski asked me to pick up some raffle tickets from you.
Oh, yes, the raffle tickets. The fact of the matter is
Elsie, no hitting!
I can't even think about those raffle tickets right now. I promised the children they'd each get a toy for going a full week without breaking anything. And I'm short 5 toys.
Do not eat that, Clarence!
Would you like me to get 5 toys for you?
Oh, goodness, if you could do that, I'd be forever grateful. They can be any kind of toy at all. The children aren't the least bit picky.
Of course it tastes bad, Clarence. It's a pine cone.
I better go rinse out his mouth before. Oh, would you look at that? He's actually chewing it.
You're not a squirrel, Clarence. Spit that out this instant.
Kids are terrifying. That's all I gotta say. Kids are fucking scary. Teenagers scared the living fuck out of me. Where is the gas station again? Shit, where is the gas? On the other side of the river. Cool. Cool. Alright, try not to run out of gas, but it is the 1930s. Gas is... fuel efficiency is bad. It's not good. It's very bad.
Maybe I could buy some toys for the orphans in here. Two toys down, 3 to go. That makes 3 toys. Four toys. I just need a vending machine that just sells toys. Keen.
You're using it, darling.
5 toys. That's all I need.
That's nice. We're getting them everything. We're gonna give them a bunch of extra toys and they can fight over who gets the extra ones. Or just put it in, you know, a big communal spot. Now I need gas. Very badly.
Welcome to Zippy's, where zipless service is zippily zapped and zippy service is the zippiest. Fill her up?
Oh.
Just 50 cents worth, please.
That'll be 50 cents.
Here you go.
Thank you, miss. Anything else?
No, thank you.
Drive zippily.
Will I drive zippily, though? What if I don't want to drive zippily? Sir.
Did you deliver that telegram?
I sure did.
Good for you. Here's your money. And here's your next telegram. Deliver this to Miss Temple at Lowood Academy. Keep up the good work.
All right, who's up on their Jane Austen?
Hello, I've got a telegram for Miss Temple.
I am she. We teachers don't get paid much, you know.
I understand. Did this by any chance used to be the Brewster Academy?
Why, yes, it did.
Thought so. Bye.
Hold on. Ba-doop, boop, 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 boop. I am a liar, not Jane Austen. I know my fucking authors. Yep. I know my authors. That's Charlotte Bronte. Oops. Charlotte Bronte.
I sure did.
Good for you. Here's your money. And here's your next telegram. This one goes to Dr. Ackerman out at the Deer Mountain Resort. Keep up the good work.
It's Jane Eyre. Jane Eyre.
Welcome to Zippy's, where zipless service is zippily.
I'm bad, I know. I've never read either Austen or Bronte, for that matter, so just gonna go ahead and
25 cents.
Roast myself right there. Drive zippily.
Hello, I'm delivering a telegram.
Deer Mountain Resort is
The good doctor forthwith.
from The Haunted Bridge, another Nancy Drew.
That's okay. Bye.
So it's a Nancy Drew novel. So it's giving me very Shining vibes, just saying.
Did you deliver that telegram?
Sure did.
Good for you. Here's
Give me
your
something close to the lilac.
And here's your next telegram. This one's for Old Man Johnson out at his farm. Keep up the good work.
Johnson? Where is Johnson Farm? That's mud. Not that way. Johnson.
Hi, do you have 5 toys for me?
I certainly do.
Oh, that's wonderful. You're such a saint, you hear me? A saint. I'd better get these inside before the children see them. Thank you so much.
Mrs. O'Shea, the raffle tickets?
Oh, the raffle tickets? I don't have them, dear. You'll have to pick them up from Phelps' print shop. Then just take them straight to Mr. Kowski.
We don't pull hair, Ralphie. Especially when we have jelly on our hands.
Phelps Print Shop. Wonderful.
Nancy, this is what you get for being a rich girl in a car who's nice. Sorry. And hit a pothole.
Sorry, young lady, I'm about to close.
I'm just here to pick up the raffle tickets you printed for Mrs. O'Shea.
Oh, darn it. I did tell her I'd have those done today, didn't I? Well, I'm sorry, but they're just gonna have to wait until tomorrow.
Oh, but I need to have them today.
And I need to go fishing.
Fishing?
My brother-in-law thinks he's hot stuff because he caught an 18-inch largemouth bass this morning. So I bet him I could catch a 19-incher by the end of the day. And if I do, I get his stamp collection. And if I don't, he gets mine.
And since stamp collecting is about the only hobby I can afford these days, I'm going fishing.
I know. You stay here and print those raffle tickets, and I'll go fishing for you.
Not everybody can catch a 19-inch largemouth bass, you know. It takes skill and muscle and brains. Bass are pretty smart.
I can do it, Mr. Phelps.
You better be right, because you're not getting those raffle tickets until I get my 19-incher. You can use my gear. I left everything out at the fishing hole.
Great. I'll see you later.
List of things that I've done for people today. Oh, man. Mr. Johnson. Mr. Johnson's one nursery. Ah, there he is. All the way over there. Those cows sound so concerned.
Are you Mr. Johnson?
Maybe. Who are you?
Well, my name's Nancy Drew, and if you are Mr. Johnson, I've got a telegram for you.
Well, thank you. Hey, you want a tip?
Sure.
Buy low, sell high.
Thanks. I'll remember that.
Great help. And I had a pothole again, so just really nail that home. We gotta go fishing, apparently. So, but we have to catch a bass, so we're going to go back to the Lilac Inn here, because we happen to know where there is a guide to fish. Let's see what we got. Grass beds and grubs. Smallmouth, right? Largemouth. I'm sorry. It's a largemouth bass. Largemouth. So grass beds and minnows. Let's see if we can finish that before we close it for the night. All right. Fishing time.
The first thing I need to do is bait my hook.
Shit, did I say minnows or grubs? Minnows and grass beds. Okay.
Yuck. Now I toss this in the water, and when the bobber goes under the water, I need to pull the line up fast.
Grass beds. You need a 19-inch.
I got a fish!
Is that the right kind of fish? How do I know this is the right kind of fish? I don't remember what the bass looks like.
Looks like 19 inches to me.
All right, she's happy with it.
Oh, no offense, Mr. Fish, but you stink.
Let's see what you got in there.
Did it in one try.
Bad. You did it. Here, let me take it from you.
Please do.
Men fear me. Fish fear me.
Just rest yourself a minute while I get those raffle tickets. There you go. 10 dozen tickets to the annual Orphans Benefit. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go make a telephone call.
To your brother-in-law?
Yeah, the one who used to collect stamps.
It's kind of cruel, but alright. You guys could have probably done that without the weird competition thing, but, you know, men, I guess.
Welcome to Zippies, where zipless service is zippily zapped and
zippy service is the zippiest. Oh my god, so many zips. Zip, zap, zop.
That'll be 25 cents.
Here you go.
Drive zippily.
Alright. Let's go drop off this telegram, and then we'll go back to What's-Her-Face at the place with the thing.
Did you deliver that telegram?
I sure did.
Good for you. Here's your money. And here's your next telegram. Go to the railroad station and deliver this to Willie Joe. Keep up the good work.
Willie Joe. Is this not the railroad station?
Hi, I'm supposed to deliver this telegram to Willie Joe. Is that you?
No, I'm Willie Joe's Uncle John. I see that she gets it, though.
She?
She, with a capital S.
Well, bye.
Alright, that is apparently from the television show Petticoat Junction, which I also do not know at all. So, fun fact.
Did you deliver that telegram?
I sure did.
Good for you. Here's your money. And here's your next telegram. Take this to Phil Connor out at Krollmeister Nails.
Oh, that's right across this. I know, they're deep references. It's right across the street, though. Easy peasy.
For Phil Connor?
I'm Phil. Thank you. I got a tip for you. Here.
Ow, that's a nail.
That's what we make here. Nails. Beauty, ain't she?
Thanks, but no thanks, Mr. Connor. Bye.
Phil Connor. Also from another novel. Wait, where are you? Where'd you go? Where did it go? I just had it. Ah, The Jungle. Yeah, Upton Sinclair. Nail Factory.
Did you deliver that telegram?
I sure did.
Also another book I didn't read.
And here's your next telegram. This one here is for Helen C. White. She's at the library. Keep up the good work.
The fact that it's Upton Sinclair and The Jungle, though, is really fucking dark for this game. Just saying.
I have a telegram here for...
Shh! You're in a library.
Sorry. This telegram is for Helen C. White.
Who?
Helen C. White.
Bill and Steve Wright?
Helen C. White.
Shh!
Here.
A telegram for Miss White. I'll give it to her. Thank you.
You're welcome.
What?
Never mind.
Shh.
So, this one is a little bit of a super niche reference. Apparently, the characters at the library are all named for people who were at the University of Wisconsin-Madison and the University of Washington. So, deep cut. Oop, I went the wrong way.
Did you deliver that telegram?
I sure did.
Good for you. Here's your money. And here's your
I
next...
haven't forgot the plot. We do have to go...
out at Vash's Dairy. Keep up the good work.
Dairy, which is on my way back to what's it place. We're gonna go to Titus Telco first. Good for you. I know, right?
Tickets for me?
I sure do.
Great. And here are Mrs. Sheldon's bridge cards. One of the gals spilled Moxie all over them, but I cleaned them up real good, so let's not tell Mrs. Sheldon, okay?
Okay. Thanks for your help, Miss Jakowski.
Thanks for your help. Bye now.
All right. Here's the dairy.
Mr. Jones, I've got a telegram here for Molly.
She's in the milking shed. I'll give it to her. Say, I got some freshly churned butter here.
That's okay. Bye.
Quite okay. Thank you very much. Since I'm here, might as well turn it in.
I sure did.
Good for you. Here's your money. And here's your next telegram. Here's one for Audrey out at Blenheim Nursery. Keep up the good work.
Easy. I'm headed in that direction anyway. Oh, wait.
Now! And take that infernal noise machine with you!
Fine, I'm going. Whatever you say.
Wrong one. My bad. Audrey. Again, Little Shop of Horrors, but you know.
Do you have my bridge cards?
Right here.
Good. And here is Josiah's trivet. I didn't realize when I asked to borrow it that it was such an eyesore. But once a sumptuous dish of my buff stroganoff was placed atop it, I assure you, no one noticed. Now do run along. My guest will be arriving any minute, and that dress of yours, it's, well...
I like this dress. It's very flouncy.
I like this dress. Will it let me take the shortcut? Nope. Let's go get gas.
Welcome to Zippy's, where zipless service is...
Zippily zapped and zippy service is the zippiest. Fill her up.
That's okay. I changed my mind. Bye.
We're gonna burn this down a little bit more so that I can get a full tank properly here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
I've only got half a tank.
There we go.
Welcome to Zippy's, where zipless service is zippily zapped and zippy service is the zippiest. Fill her up.
Just 50 cents.
Is it zippy? Are we zipping?
That'll be 50 cents.
Here you go.
Drive zippily.
All right. Let's leave.
Hello, I've got a telegram here for Audrey.
I'll see that she gets it. Just leave it on the desk. My hands are still really filthy.
That's okay. Bye.
Phew, all right. All right. This we will have to do next time. Mark that out. Okay. Menu. Save. Secret of the old clock. Boop. Menu. Exit. All right. That is our stream for the evening. Oof. I'm tired. Man, it's hitting me like a ton of bricks. I am ready for bed. I also should mention that I woke up very early this morning and will do so tomorrow as well because... because I have to fit extra hours in at work in order to take Friday off. And it is hard to do that, but I'm doing with only 3 days, but I'm doing it anyway. My goal is to be into work at 7 a.m. tomorrow, so that's where we are. Today I got in at 7:30. I normally go in for like 8:30 or 9 o'clock, so I'm already getting in like an hour earlier than I normally do. Woo-hoo. Wow, okay, it really is hitting me like a ton of bricks. That is the end of our stream for tonight. Thank you all for coming, as per usual. I want to start by thanking my subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel and supporting me the way that you do. I also want to thank my followers. Thank you for supporting the channel. If you want to follow, you can hit that button and you will be notified when I go live. You can also be notified when I am going to go live ahead of time by following me at BOSTrophyWife on Instagram and on Twitter. But for the most up-to-date notifications, join my Discord. The Discord link is right there in the chat. Feel free to click that button and you'll be given a invitation to our lovely little chat. It's a nice, fun little community filled with wonderful people who are greatly supportive, and we talk about games we played. We have memes. It's great fun. We also talk about games that we're going to play, and I give all of you a chance to weigh in on what you'd like to see here on the stream with polls and suggestions and things like that. So if you would like to join, that is the best way to get some say in what you get to see here. I do have a YouTube, which, again, as I have been stating at this point for almost a month now, is woefully out of date. It's all the way over there, BOSTrophyWife. It is my entire stream archive, with the exception of the last couple of weeks. So if you want to watch what I've done before we started this recent Nancy Drew game run, that's the best place to do it. I'm hoping to try and get those properly updated sometime soonish, so I apologize, but I will get there. But do check that out if you're interested in what I've played, or even the last time I played Nancy Drew on this channel, so check that out. And then finally, I do have a tip jar through Ko-fi. The link is right there in the chat. It's just a little bit extra if you are a subscriber, you want to throw me a couple extra bucks, or if you can't subscribe at this time but want to throw me a couple of extra bucks anyway, that is the best way to do it. Feel free to check that out if you are so inclined. Every little bit helps. Thank you so much for a great night tonight. Despite some of the weirdness and the terrible day, this has been a good way to end my day, so thank you so much for being here with me today and for spending this time with me. Have a great night, and I will see you all on Thursday, where we will continue and very likely finish Secret of the Old Clock. Have a good night, everyone, and I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.